for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Lawrence. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Bruce. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down, Bruce. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He finds Smith out of the backfield. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Eluding the pressure right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be taken down at the 34. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. But to throw again is Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Running out of the gun with Etienne, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second down, Etienne once more. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Etienne. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First down, Broncos.
The final shot before break. Bruce flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bruce.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. On first down, Bruce escaping the pressure right.
That's complete. Okuegbunam.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, Bruce. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Bruce eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Albert Okuegbunam
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. Trucks over it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
98 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
First down, Denver.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking to throw. Bruce. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Touchdown, Broncos.
Javonte Williams.
Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Jaguars 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over the first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Jaguars 10.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Kill. 6-6, bullet high.
Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
To throw on second down. Bruce, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And that last throw is going to put him over the top. Boy, did you think we'd ever see this? He's over 5,000 yards passing now in this, his rookie season in the NFL. Incredible.
Well, we have seen a trend of college quarterbacks who threw the ball well on Saturdays come right into the league and play well in the NFL. But this type of a number, I'm not sure we could have imagined it. We're watching something really special here.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Denver.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Operating from the gun. Bruce. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Caleb Chason just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. From the gun, Bruce looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Go now. 70, Indy. Look at me. Go.
And they'll run here with Etienne. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
The score.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he checks this one down to Williams. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Denver, they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,
this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.